They survived everything that wiped out the dinosaurs. Today, there are 20 quadrillion ants on Earth. That's about 2.5 million for every single human. And somehow, they've conquered almost every corner of the planet. These are their superpowers. Desert walkers on fire. Our first stop. One of the harshest places on Earth, the Sahara Desert. Here, the sand can reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius. Hot enough to roast most living creatures in minutes. Imagine walking barefoot on an oven. That's daily life for them. And yet, right here lives the Saharan silver ant, a creature that's mastered this fiery landscape. So what's its secret? Not one thing, but a combination of ingenious survival tools. First, their unusually long legs keep their bodies lifted above the scorching sand. But their real superpower comes from that shimmering, metallic armor. Those tiny prism-shaped hairs do two things at once. They reflect the sun's intense heat away from the body and radiate their own body heat back toward the cooler sky. This brilliant cooling system lets them hunt during the hottest hours of the day, when every predator is forced to hide. They turn the desert's greatest weapon into their greatest advantage. The Unsinkable, living raft. Now, from burning desert to rising waters, the flood is coming. In minutes, their underground world disappears. But they don't panic. Instead, fire ants perform one of the most incredible survival acts in the entire animal kingdom. They build a living raft, and it's not a metaphor. They literally weave their legs and jaws together to form a waterproof, floating structure. In under 100 seconds, thousands of ants organize into a raft so tightly woven that it traps air, making it completely buoyant. The queen and larvae, their most precious cargo, are moved safely to the center. This living raft can float for days or even weeks, carrying the entire colony to dry land. It's a perfect example of how their unity isn't just behavior. It's a life-saving superpower. And yes, it's even inspired scientists developing new robotics and materials. If you didn't know this before, hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more where this came from. The Superorganism and its army. You've probably heard that ants are strong. Some can lift up to 50 times their own weight. That's like an average person lifting a car. The Asian weaver ant can hold up to 100 times its weight, basically you lifting 2 school buses. But the real strength of ants doesn't come from one individual. It comes from the colony itself. A single, living, breathing superorganism. And that collective intelligence shines brightest when the colony is under attack. At the first sign of danger, alarm pheromones are released, chemical cries for help, and thousands mobilize instantly into a coordinated army. In some species, soldiers are specially built for battle. Leaf-cutter ants have massive bodyguards with crushing jaws. Others have even stranger defenders. Ants with giant heads that literally block the entrance to the nest. They become living doors. No commands, no leader. Just perfect instinct and teamwork at a microscopic scale. A society built on secrets. So how does a colony of millions coordinate all this without a single boss giving orders? The answer is their final, and maybe greatest, superpower, an invisible communication network. Ants live in a world of scent. They use chemical signals called pheromones to mark trails to food, raise alarms, and even tell friend from foe. Each colony has its own unique chemical signature, like a secret password. If an outsider tries to sneak in, its foreign scent instantly gives it away, triggering a fierce defense. This system is so refined that it allows ants to solve complex problems, like finding the shortest path to food, without any single ant knowing the full picture. So next time you see a line of ants, know that you're looking at an invisible chemical highway built by the first explorer. It's decentralized intelligence that's kept them thriving for over 140 million years. And it's still evolving as some species shift habitats in response to a warming planet. From walking on fire to building living boats, ants have mastered survival in ways that defy imagination. They're not just pests. They're architects, soldiers, and citizens of one of Earth's most successful civilizations. Their power isn't just physical, it's rooted in their perfect, unbreakable unity. They are living proof that in the great battle for life, it's not the biggest or the strongest who survive, but the most cooperative.